Hi, it's Danny from Danny's Sports Bar here in Pattaya, looking ahead at the week in the world of sports. This week, FA Cup quarterfinals. Down to that round of the FA Cup, several big teams still in it, and two of them colliding in the quarterfinals. Saturday, 6:45 p.m., Manchester City against Liverpool. Each of these teams has won the Cup in recent years. City already won the Carabao Cup this year. Liverpool it lost, obviously, the Carabao Cup. They're not going to win the Premier League. In the Champions League, they're still alive, but with a very difficult next round and a very difficult run, probably their best chance at silverware going through the FA Cup. But they have to go through the Etihad Stadium this weekend, one of their big rivals, Manchester City. That'll be 6:45. The other games, two more games on Saturday. Chelsea are playing Port Vale, a lower league team. Arsenal are away to Southampton. And then on Sunday, West Ham play Leeds United. The winners of those games will play in the semifinals the weekend of April 25th and 26th at Wembley. These quarterfinals, the last round to be played at the club grounds. So that's this weekend. Also this week, we're going to find out who the last teams that go to the World Cup. The World Cup, of course, starts in June. In first game is in Mexico, United States, and Canada. Most of the teams already determined. Quite a few of those teams have been playing friendlies over the last week, going through tonight, Tuesday night. Tuesday night, late night tonight, 1:45 a.m., 4 games in Europe to determine the last 4 European teams to go to the World Cup. Now, none of the British Isles teams that were in the playoffs are still alive. Northern Ireland lost last week. Also, Ireland and Wales each lost on penalties, so they won't be playing in Cup qualifiers tonight. But Turkey's playing Kosovo, Italy's playing Bosnia-Herzegovina, Denmark is still in it. There's 4 games. So that's this tonight, Tuesday night. Then we go back to the regular European competitions this weekend. As I said, Premier League off because of the FA Cup quarterfinals, but there'll be EFL Championship games because it's Easter weekend. The Championship, League One and League Two all have full rounds on Friday, Good Friday, and again next Monday on Easter Monday. So a big weekend for all of those lower league teams in England. Germany will have the regular Bundesliga games on Saturday night and Sunday, and same in Italy, Holland, France, around Europe. Also this weekend, of course, as usual, all the Australian games, the AFL and NRL. I want to talk about one of them in particular. The NRL has kind of made this Friday late game, the Friday 4 o'clock game our time. It'll be 5 o'clock next week when the clocks change, but still 4 o'clock this week, into their key game of the week. And this week, the Melbourne Storm play the Penrith Panthers. And those two teams, at least one or the other, sometimes both, have been in every grand final since 2020. Last year, of course, Brisbane won the grand final, but Melbourne has won several or 2 of them, or one of them, been in 2 of them, and Penrith had won 4 in a row and also been in others. Melbourne have played Penrith in 2 of those grand finals, including 2 years ago. So they're playing early season game. Both those teams off to pretty good starts this season. They play on Friday at 4 o'clock. There's extra games, or not extra games, but extra times this weekend in both the AFL and NRL for Easter weekend. Both leagues have early games on Friday for Good Friday. Both leagues have a game on Monday for Easter Monday. That's going on this weekend. Also in the United States, of course, the Final Four college basketball. Now those games are early morning our time, so we will not be showing them live here at Danny's. We may put on a replay if somebody's interested in watching them, but no live games for that. So that's what's going on this week. Next week, of course, a big week in sports. The Masters Golf Tournament in Augusta is coming up, and at Aintree in England, the Grand National, one of the big races of the year, plus the resumption of the Premier League season after a couple of weeks off, one for the international break, and then this week for the FA Cup final. Come see us here at Danny's. We always have plenty going on.